We got to dance?
For the show.
You don't have to,
Time
guys.
for the show.
Can't help it.
Hold on.
Can't help
Time to
it.
brew.
Can't
Go
help
ahead
it.
and pass it around. We still got more
Let's
to brew.
go. We got.
What's going on, car guys and car gals? It's Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And it's Fred Lenard's subprime hero.
And we are brewing solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast live at Digital Dealer 2023. And we are hanging out here with the one,
The only Trent Cannon. Cannon. We got him in the house.
Yeah, hold on to that coffee.
Keep that
He's
smooth
brewing
over here.
some solutions over
And as
there.
you can see, we got an amazing gentleman here, ready to share, right, and ready to get excited to be on the show. I'm excited to have you on the show. Long overdue. It's great to get to know you and learn a little bit more about you and what you do. I've been hearing a lot of great things. I've been telling people, oh yeah, I'm going to be interviewing Trent. Oh, you're interviewing Trent, man. He's great. You're going to love him. I'm like, okay, so I'm excited to have you on the show.
And they hyped you up.
I know. I'm just saying.
I got something to live up to.
You got a lot to live up to, but we're excited. I know you have. I know you're going to show up and show out. So we're excited to have you here, brother. This is the first time you ever been to one of these digital dealers?
No.
I didn't think so.
This is the second or third.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So, your thoughts? What are you thinking? What brought you to this one? What made you say I'm coming to this one?
First of all, I got to recognize my cohort that's behind the camera, Courtney Douglas, that came with me down.
Courtney!
Came down from Dearborn, came out of Dallas. We come to talk to vendors, and people don't realize we look for vendors that are going to help Ford dealers grow.
Amen to that.
And make business easier, make salespeople better, make used car managers have to do less, make the desk guy not have to go through 15 steps to do one deal. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh,
Okay.
that's 100% right.
Patch it together, seamless and nice.
Integrated.
Kind of like your nice little pink threads are integrated in this nice jacket over here.
Everything is just smooth with
I
it,
got
right?
this.
Smooth
I got
over
this
here.
from
Come on
White
now.
Lotus. I got this from White Lotus.
Oh, okay.
hold on a second.
Straight off of HBO.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love that lining. That's nice.
It's Blue Jacket Day over here at Digital Dealer, and we're having some fun. Goodness, everybody. There is a lot of good energy. There's a lot of good content. We've been having a lot of fun.
Man, have we.
What are some of the things that you have been seeing that you can plug in or that need to integrate for your Ford dealers while you've been here this time?
I'm going to say the big buzzword right now is CDP. Customer
man.
So is.
data platform.
That's
I believe
it.
what
That's
it
exactly what that means.
means. And then Chat GTP.
Yeah.
Those two are kind of synonymous.
They work together extremely well.
They
Yeah.
do? Is that how it works?
That's exactly how it works.
I've seen some things I'm very interested in. I talked to Glenn Pash earlier.
Fantastic.
Love
He's
Glenn.
yeah. Glenn,
Shout out to Glenn
really, he's a little different than his brother because I won't go into all that, but I'll just say that Glenn really set me on the path of narrow with the CDP.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, one thing I do love about brothers is that as like as they are so different. My brother and I are very much that way too. Like, we're very alike, but so different in so many ways. But that's a good thing. You want to have that yin and that yang when you have people that are amazing, like the Pash brothers. Both of them amazing guys doing amazing things out there. Have left a trail of amazingness in our industry, to include you. You know, and being that you're able to connect with people like that, finding other vendors, finding ways to be able to help your dealers, your Ford dealers, get better at what they're doing. That is what it's all about. You know, we get a chance to hang out with a guy that was with Ford Direct for a very long time, Mr. David Kane.
Okay.
We love David Kane, great guy. You know, and I can tell the same kind of culture is still living throughout Ford Direct. Everybody's doing their thing, trying to make sure that it's right. I do believe that ChatGPT, and of course, like you said, having a CDP it's so important that we get that data and we use it the right way and allow artificial intelligence, or we could just call it real intelligence, right? Let that intelligence work it out for us and help us be able to meet our customers when they want to be met, when we're not available. I think it's a great thing, and be able to speak to them in and talk to them about what they really want, not just some generic terms. That's what makes it super special.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things. AutoFi's got some new things that they're talking about. C4 has some new things that they're talking about. And then there's some Connect AI. I like Connect AI.
We love that.
Speaking of Connect AI, we got Jared walking by right now.
I didn't even know he was walking by.
That just happened to be there, right?
He just happened to be there.
That's right.
But yeah, you know,
they're doing special things. I have them in some of my clients, you know, and I love what they do, and I love who Jared is. Jared is very hands-on, loves to help make sure things are good. Their whole company. I said hands. Whichever way you heard it, you can take it that way. They're both correct. So, like, you know, but what I hear about you is that you're like a dealer. Like that's what you really are. Your heart is a dealer. So you understand where they're sitting. I love that.
I don't know about that. I'm going to say this. That light and this coffee are so hot that I'm sweating, that I'm glistening. Like
all over his body.
I am over here just I'm looking at myself like,
hey,
what?
You remember that time at the playground when you were playing on the monkey balls and the sweat was glistening all over your body? Yeah. No, I'm a dealer at heart. A lot of people don't know. They think I'm like, oh, this corporate guy. No, I like to get down and dirty. There's nothing that makes me happier than beating somebody at the end of the month. Yes.
You know what I mean?
You
and
telling
then you're
me?
just looking up at the board with all them X's, and you're like, what? Where are your X's? Your X's stopped at 15, and I'm over here at 22.
Yeah, you done laid down there in the month.
Laid it down at them, you know. I love that.
I'm glad, and I love that, and I can sense that inside you. But that perspective is so big when it comes to a dealer dealing with you, saying how you make my store better, right? Because you've been there, you know what it's like to have your boots on and be out there strapped, ready to close out the end of the month strong. How do you find that? How do I find these deals? Where do I get them? You know.
Yeah.
So, but what's beautiful is you're here learning new ways to do that, going out so you can bring back that intelligence to others. And whether it's artificial, whether it's human intelligence, whether it's whatever it is, you're bringing it back because they need it. And the future is ever changing. We've seen that with Ford. You guys made some shifts recently, and I've seen that. You guys are going hard on the EV and having the dealers really get participatory in that too. I think that's great. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, first of all, I think I hear a lot of people get down, you know what I'm saying, Lou, on EVs.
Right.
And I think you got to give EVs a little credit.
I agree.
A lot of us are making a lot of gross because of EV. Because when the OEM had to cut back on manufacturing to move chips towards EV, that's what made it have less inventory, right? Less inventory, our grosses went higher. So we actually need to celebrate EV a little bit. The second part of
great perspective.
The second part of EV is that customer is willing to pay a premium right now, and you might want to celebrate that, you know, because that's not always going to be the case. Right. That will eventually change.
Right. And speaking of change, a lot has changed. Adjustments have happened. You've seen so much happening between whether the dealers are operating in a place where they're racing to the bottom, right, to be able to give away their cars. Now we're adjusting after they've been able to kind of have whatever markup they wanted. The entire market has readjusted to that. Values have changed. All that has happened. What are you seeing now as far as the dealers making the adjustment for pricing? I mean, we all understand that with EV, we got a little bit of an electrified gross profit. But with that, what are we doing now to prepare ourselves to make sure that we rebalance the pullback from the big spread?
Buckle in for this one, my friends. Buckle in.
Come on.
So we're gonna be honest. We're gonna be honest.
Yes, let's be honest.
I don't want to be too honest.
That's the only way I know. It's the only way I know, man.
I'll say this: there are some dealers that have gotten a little too comfortable with their pack.
Yep.
They still got in their pandemic pack, right? The pandemic pack. You know, when the
I know exactly what you're referring to.
Yeah, the pack was $2,000 over MSRP. Like less we have to get. I would encourage some of my dealer friends to get back to reality, right, and understand that we're not going to make the money that we made in 21 and 22.
That's right.
And so you need to back it up for your sales managers and your sales people so that they can make gross, back up your packs into a more realistic position. And so because we're still making great money.
Right.
You're still making great grosses, still record grosses. You're just not making as much, and dealers need to be willing to take a little bit less of the pie. I might get in trouble for saying that.
No, I don't
But
think. Honestly,
there's a part of that though.
I love what
so,
you're saying.
So like to even hit that back a bit, because I do believe that some dealers will probably be able to see the same profits, but they're going to have to supplement that with more volume. We are firm believers that volume does solve just about everything.
Volume always does.
And if we
That's
do
exactly right.
see ourselves making the adjustment to saying, okay, we get it, grosses are going down. We knew this was going to happen. We had to know that this was going to happen. Now, seeing that adjustment, though, in order to maintain those grosses, where we were, because we all know the dealers are going to compare last year to this year. What did I do last month, last year? And we don't want you dealers, we don't want you sales pros, you managers scared that you're never going to hit those goals again. The best way to get back there is to get your numbers up, finding a way to help more people. Not necessarily your gross, but help more people, open up more opportunities.
It does.
It's still
100%.
get to that volume number.
I love that you said that, Lou, and 100%. Volume does cure a lot of things. You know, and this is, I can't remember who said this, probably Glenn Lundy. I love Glenn Lundy. Shout out to you, my boy, my homie, right? But Glenn says volume does cure everything. But he's mentioned Apple, for example. Apple makes about $500 every time they sell a phone. Now, $500, now, as if you were a dealer, you're talking about $500 per copy, you wouldn't be that happy. But if you sold 1 billion cars, you're doing really good. That's why Apple's one of the biggest businesses out there, is that they don't worry about selling just a couple. They're going to sell everybody an Apple. If you're walking around right now in this convention, I'd say 90% of people have an Apple phone.
What you rocking? You rocking Apple?
I'm rocking
Apple.
He's rocking. He's got an Android.
Oh,
this is a One Plus.
I mean, nice
The
phone,
One Plus.
great
You know
phone.
you cheat when you got the One Plus.
He said, "That's funny," but
You know, I didn't get to Apple. I got this little $400 phone. You know,
But listen,
had it for 2 years.
but listen,
you know,
most
we're still
people
trying to get by.
rocking Apple. What you rocking over there?
What kind
An
of cell phone?
iPhone.
iPhone.
I guarantee it. So, but my point is that that's 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, 500 every time for Apple.
One Plus.
$399.
No. They made all kinds of money doing it. So my point is that us dealers, if our average copy is 500, but you doubled your sales, you would make the same money. Or your salespeople would probably hit different tier levels in their pay. They feel more accomplished. They got more people for the future. Now their database of customers that they have in the next 5 years is massive. It's not just a couple; it's a ton that they can call for referrals, that they can call for repeat business, that they can call for anything. But you don't have that if you're only selling 5 or 6. When you just shorten it, we're making all these grosses, we can sell less. Cool, but imagine with all those grosses and selling more. I mean, all of it always comes down to value.
You're preaching over here. You're preaching.
Why would you want to do that? When we were selling cars and we hit a volume number, great. When we made some good gross, guess what we wanted to do? Do more of that. And that's exactly what we want to get the industry to wake back up to, is that you can help more people. If you use the technology, use together the things that people are out here being scouts. I mean, you got that Cav Scout flow to you while you're out here, right? Trying to find out what is going to be the best to help the dealers, because they are the ones in the trenches, and you appreciate that, right? They're out there, they're doing the thing. What is it that you're seeing being able to actually unlock the door for dealers to be able to start plugging in some more of this technology? Because it's not always easy for the adjustment. Sometimes they don't want to spend money on stuff that doesn't get implemented, because when you buy something, you got to trust your people to use it, right? If you buy the toy for the kids, you want to see them play with the toy and use it right, not abuse it. But what are you seeing as being the aha for dealers right now, and saying, you know what, I got to get on board, I got to get educated? Just like in EV, they have to get the education in order to do it and be a good dealer servicing people. What are you seeing happening for dealers right now? Is it changing up their education levels on how to help people?
I'm gonna give you this, and this last thing I'm gonna say, because it's hot and I'm sweating.
It is hot.
I only brought one shirt. All right, and I'm gonna miss dinner because I'm gonna have to go take a. I'm gonna have to take a.
He's
take
gonna
a shower.
He's gonna take a little change
after this. But I'm gonna give you one thing.
You're also in Tampa, my friend.
Because we got a lot of dealers, a lot of salespeople listening. I would say this, and I'm not just saying this because the man's standing right here, but look at what this man has done since 2020, since January 2020. Okay, where he was to where he is. Because one thing, social media.
Bingo.
Social media.
And that's
You're
all.
sitting here on social
Seriously.
media watching it right now. The think about the biggest people in this business. All right, Brian Benstocks.
Yep.
Alex Flores.
That's right.
The Andy Elliott's, okay, the Fred Lope, Frank Lope.
That's right. That's all good. It's better than Franklin Arts.
Yeah,
I'd rather you.
They get that sometimes.
I'll take Fred Lopes. Whenever you tell him that.
Yeah.
Let's go, Fred Lopes.
Think of the guys, and my man right here. Think of the guys though that have come up and that you know about in this business, and they're doing it through social media. You both are inspirations to do that. So if you are looking as a dealer, as a salesperson, all you have to do is do good things on social media. Get your name hot.
Come on.
Get your
Like
name
I'm hot.
Like he's hot. Like
I'm
he's
hot right now, right?
Get hot.
Let's
Get
go.
your, get
Hey, listen.
hot. Cup of coffee.
That's a cup of coffee.
And get some
Car
car
guy coffee. That's right.
Absolutely.
But what I can tell you is what you just said is spot on. Folks, get out there. It just starts with one post, starts with another. Just do it every day. Make it a part of your plan and be out there. But don't just do it to do it. Do it with passion.
Yes.
Do it with love. Find a cause that you believe in and get after it. And it doesn't even have to be automotive. Say you're a car person, find a cause. It could be a cause about saving whales for all I care. But what I'm saying is find something you're passionate about and share that with others, and people will fall in love with you. That's how it goes down.
Yes, the best way to be able to connect to a great audience, everybody, is be authentic. Nobody's going to outdo you at being you.
That's right,
Okay?
bro.
So make sure that you just go ahead, put the camera on you, take the pictures, get the post out, and move on. But start connecting to people the way that you want to be connected to, the way that you connect to people. You don't have to be anybody. I'm not going to be Fred. Fred ain't going to be me. We ain't going to be Trent. That's not how it's going to go. We're going to be who it is that we are, and you're going to connect to the people that want to connect to you.
But social media will bring you together, and together we are better.
Yes,
Just know
right,
that, my
that's
friends.
And do not wear a hot ass suit with lights on.
That's right. Hey,
Coffee.
listen.
You'll
With
just be sitting up
with
here
a
listening.
hot coffee. This is
Listen,
freshly
hot
brewed
coffee.
too.
Freshly
So
brewed.
that's
Speaking
right.
of fresh brewed, let's go ahead and drop some of these F-bombs
Oh, we
so
do
that
drop
we can
F-bombs.
make
Sorry,
sure that
bro.
everybody recognizes.
But these
We're
are
gonna have to
F-bombs.
drop some of that hot coffee.
But
real
these are
quick.
F-bombs
Yeah,
that don't
go ahead,
offend
put
the
that
moms.
right here.
Okay.
So you're all right.
Go ahead,
These
go
are
ahead
our
and drop that
mantras.
coffee real quick.
These
Yes,
three
sir.
words,
Okay.
the three F's is
The
the
three.
forgive,
Forgive,
Give,
focus,
focus,
and
fly.
and
We're gonna do this
fly.
together,
Do it
my
together.
friend.
You ready?
Okay.
Loud and proud on 3. Forgive, focus, and fly. 1,
Two,
2, 3.
forgive, focus,
Focus.
fly. Hey, keep growing, keep growing. That's right.
That's right, car guys, car gals. I'm Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And I'm Fred Leonard, subprime hero.
And you've been brewing solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast with the one,
The only Trent
Cannon.
Cannon.
Thank you so much, everybody,
Love
for
it, man.
joining us. We still have so much more to brew, and we can't wait to do it with you. We'll talk to you soon. Great job. We'll talk to you later, everybody. Be out.